Hi guys, Andy off my dad. Quick video on how I control my distance control with the basic chip and run. Might also work for you guys too, so let's give it a go. Right guys, so the chip and run probably equates to around 90% of the shots around the green. And it's also a technique what's easy to master. So if you're someone who's struggling to break 100, break 90, if we can master this shot, then it can definitely shave shots off your scorecard. So in terms of setup, I keep it really simple. So with this technique, I can use different clubs through the bag, keeping the same tempo and controlling that distance. So for setup, I have my back foot with one club width apart, so narrow stance. 80% of the weight stays on my left-hand side. This, if I draw a straight line up, is what my pivot point. I will pivot around here. Important with the shoulders also, that we keep the shoulders level. Too much tilt will then equate to bottoming out before the ball. On here we want a nice descending blow onto the back of the ball. So extra points with the setup. I like to have a flat wrist on here, so not so much cupping. I don't want to be adding loft to the club, so flat left wrist. That's the setup position. From here I'm just pivoting around the pressure in my left foot, keeping a nice neutral face on the club face, keeping it wide. And from here it goes into my left hip release, so I don't let the club release like I would on a soft landing pitch. So from front on, that's adding the loft, adding the bounce, but here I don't want to be using the bounce. I use my left hip release, so this is the finish on here, not letting the club go. And also a little feel, what I like to feel is that my tricep stays attached more to my chest. From there we turn to the target. Chest is always moving and turning, but I'm staying connected. Left hip finish. Right, so that's all the setup covered. There's no excuse not to have a fantastic setup. Then in terms of distance control, we're in summer conditions. It's nice and firm greens. So how I control it, so for my gap in, I try to gap my wedges. You might go odds or evens, but I go 7 iron, 9 iron, and I've got my gap wedge, which is the 50 degree. So here the pin is 28 yards. So in summer conditions, my 7 iron, by using the same tempo on all the clubs, will land a quarter, roll out 3/4. 9 iron will land a third, roll out 2/3. The gap wedge will land a half, roll out a half. It's slightly uphill here, so it will need just a smidge more, but if I hit these well, this should finish just below the hole. So let's give it a go. So if you can see the T-pegs, what we've got set up on here. So the first one is set at 7 yards. So that's landing a quarter to roll out 3/4 to 28. So let's give this a go. So I've got my 7 iron, get the pivot points, flat left wrist, level shoulders. I'll pitch this somewhere near that first T-peg. Just like that. There you go. So as I said, it's slightly uphill, so it's going to play a little bit more. So that has actually probably gone about the 3/4 distance. So let's give it one more go. Again, pitch that a foot past that peg now, so equated for the slope, and that's finished just past pin high. So I've controlled the distance. It's a harder shot from there because I'm landing that just on the green, so I would actually play from here more my 9 iron, which we will now move on to. So this is probably the shot I would play from here. It gives me a bit more room for error when I'm landing it on here. Here it's landing 3 foot on, but if I do miss it, there's a chance of catching that fringe. There's a bit more leeway by looking for that 9 iron on there. So again, it's exactly the same tempo. It feels like it's the same speed, but this will hopefully land somewhere near that second peg. So this one is at 9 yards to roll out 2/3 to 27 yards. So this will be a yard short, and we've got uphill, so it might finish a couple of yards short, but second peg, a third, roll out 2/3. Pitched exactly on that peg. First take, so as I said, that's landed exactly 1 yard short, so it's actually landed on that. It's run exactly 2/3 out. So there you go, same setup, same rhythm, land a third, roll out 2/3. Again, straight out, pitched on that peg. It's gone exactly the same as the other ball. So keeps it super simple, easy to control the distance. Right guys, so let's move on to the half and half. So my 50-degree wedge here, the furthest pin is at 14 yards. Obviously to try and run out to 28. It's a little bit uphill, so we've got 50-degree, exactly the same. That's pitched. A little bit skinny, but it's pitched there, it's landed. Pace-wise, about 3 foot past. Another one. I think I tried to force that a bit up the hill. So again, for distance control, it's actually landed half. It's landed about 4 or 5 foot short of where I wanted it to land, but it's landed 4 or 5 short of where it should have been. So again, it has gone half and half. So this is where the practice comes in, really dial in. But again, for this uphill, I won't be using this. I've got to hit this a bit harder to get the ball speed, to get it chasing up there. From here, I would actually let the toe release and hit a little bit of a chasing one. But this is all about distance control. So again, let's try land it on that peg. There you go. Straight on that peg, just kick left off the slope, but it's finished exactly pin high where we want it, guys. Right guys, quick video. Let me know if you've been away and had a go at that. Has it worked for you? Keep it very simple. Setup, everyone can get a really good setup. Keep the rhythm the same. Dial in those distances. Definitely take shots off those scores, right? Hope you enjoyed that, guys. Till later.